Good morning, this is Sam and we are here to do YogaShape Method. If you're there, say hello. We're going to get started, a 1-hour class. It's Hatha Yoga with some Pilates and shaping, and let me know if there's anything special you want to do. Let's get started. All you're going to need is a mat and a water bottle. Just making sure you can hear me. So let's get started in the middle of our mat. So good morning, everybody. How are you doing? Let's have our feet about shoulder width apart. Put your fingers right here on your hip bones, and let's imagine we have lasers on our fingers, and let's draw an imaginary line down all the way down to our big toes, and then just rest your arms and start to breathe through your nose. Let's focus on our breath as we inhale through our nose, and we pull our shoulders up and around and back, and exhale through our nose, pulling those shoulder blades together, just focusing on our breath. Inhaling and exhaling, squeezing, pull those shoulders up and around, and let's go the other way. And then let's just drop our shoulders down, drop our head down, and inhale and roll your neck to one side. And exhale and roll it to the center and to the other side. And do that again. And come back up to the center. Let's inhale our arms all the way up to the sky, reaching up and stretching all the way up. And then let's exhale down. Let's do that again. Inhale up. And exhale down. Place this one hand on your side and then lift up and out of your rib cage. Breathing into this, feeling this nice lateral stretch. And then let's inhale all the way up. Exhale down and lift up and out of your rib cage. Breathing into this. And then inhale all the way up. And swan dive forward, hinging at your hips, slowly dropping down to standing forward fold. If you're there, say hello, good morning. And let's just hold here. Knees are slightly bent. Head is dropped down. And then let's just sway side to side. We're inhaling and exhaling through our nose. And let's slowly come back to the center, and let's slowly roll back up one vertebra at a time, coming up nice and slow, and then roll those shoulders back around a few times. And then let's inhale our arms all the way up. Come up on your toes, and let's come down forward, coming into a sit position and chair. Shift that weight back, have your feet about shoulder width apart. And let's come all the way up, inhaling up, coming up on our toes. Reaching up, and then let's come down and come into that chair, sitting back. Arms can be up a little bit higher if you can get them up. Sit back a little bit lower, and then let's come back all the way up. And come back down into that chair once more. And then let's release down, placing our hands on the mat. Let's step back with one foot and then the other foot. Walk, going into downward dog, just gently, let's walk it out. Bending your knees, spreading your fingers out flat on the mat. Just walk this out. Just a gentle class today. Let's inhale and come all the way up on our toes. I don't know if you joined us yesterday, but it was an intense class. Let's come all the way back up and lower down. One more time. And then let's just shift our weight to one side. And then shift it to the other side. Just notice how that feels. Shifting your weight side to side. And then come back into the center and just breathe here. And then let's take our right leg and extend it up to the sky, as high as you can go. And then let's come up on our toes if you can and lower down. Let's do that again a couple times. Let's bring this leg underneath our chest, and then back up and out. And then one more time. And once again, 3 times. And just hold here and then just bend this out, open up on your hips. Make a few little circles one way and go the other way. And then let's come back down, dropping this leg down. Let's switch sides. Raise the other leg up to the sky. Come up on your toe. Don't worry about how high it is. Do what you can do. And let's bring this in and out 3 times. 1, just breathing. 2, pulling this in and all the way up, and then open this out. Do some little pulses and go the other way. And let's release this down, drop down to our knees. Walking our arms in, let's get ready for a tabletop and let's go into cat-cow. So slight bend in your elbows, arch everything up as high as you can and just hold here. And then release down, looking up slightly. Imagine an apple underneath right here. So we don't want to hyperextend our neck. And then let's inhale back up. And exhale down and out. Inhaling up. Exhaling down and out. Let's do that a few times, just flowing with our breath. If you're there, say hello, good morning. Glad to have you joining me for this workout on this beautiful Sunday morning. Okay, let's just feel that stretch a little bit. Move your tailbone a little bit side to side. And then let's go right back into extended child's pose with our hands flat on the mat. And then look back up and walk your arms to one side. Sit your hip to one side. Let's do the same thing to the other side. And then let's come back up to the center. Let's extend this one leg up and shift your weight to the same side, and then take the opposite arm and reach it behind and grab this leg if you can, and just pull up on this. So you can look down, or if you want, you can look to the side or look up. Just breathe this and hold. And then let's release that down and let's switch sides. Bring the other leg up and take the opposite arm and reach back if you can and grab this and hold. And then let's release down. Let's extend this leg back and let's lift it up. And then let's drop it down. Square your hips, abdominals pulled in. And let's lift straight up and down for 20. Breathing into this. Halfway there, elbows slightly bent. There's nice leg lifts. And then let's hold here at the top, little pulses, pulse, 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 small range of motion. And then just hold here at the top. Let's cross this leg over, look behind and make sure you can see your leg and your toe is pointed, leg is straight. And let's lift straight up and down here for 20. Keep those abdominals pulled in. This is one of our foundation exercises. We do these in almost every single class. And let's hold here at the top, little pulses, pulse, 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 pulse. Great, and then lower down, and then we're gonna kick this all the way out to the side and then look back and make sure that leg is straight. So you're watching that leg. Try to keep it straight. Distribute the weight between your arms. Breathing into this. A couple more. Ooh, and then just flex that toe, put that foot flat on the mat, and just lean into this. So like twist your body a little bit to the side so you get this stretch in your hamstring. And then let's just shift back and come forward and back, just feeling that stretch. Good job, and then let's just hold here. Widen, your hands should be on the edges of your mat. Shift your weight just a little bit so you can pick this leg up, just little taps. And then let's bring this leg in, and then let's get ready for our leg lifts. If you need, you can make a little extra padding with your towel and place it under this knee. I'm on this patio, so it's a little bit rough. Let's raise that leg up and then come down. Our abdominals are engaged. Our hands are spread out wide. Keep going, beautiful. And then hold here, pulse, 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 pulse. Little pulses, you got this, keep going. Whew, good job, lower down. You can switch your towel to the other side if you want. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So let's extend this leg up and out. Lower those hips, square your hips, pull in your abdominals, and then lower down and lift straight up. If you have ankle weights, you could add them here if you wanted. You can also have this other arm out if you'd like. Today I'm just having everything down. It's hot out here, sweating profusely. And let's hold here at the top, little pulses. And let's stop, cross this over, drop it down, make sure it's straight, get a little twist here, a little stretch, then lift straight up and down. Breathing into this. I think I lost count, but keep going. And then hold here at the top, little pulses, pulse, pulse. Just a small range of motion. And then let's drop it down, get ready for those kicks. So this leg stays straight, and you're gonna cross it over. Really working those hips and those glutes. It's really, so follow, targeting right in here. Make sure to look back and forward. Watch that leg. Great, and then lower that down. Sit into this stretch, engage that hamstring. Feel it stretch in here. Give yourself a few breaths. And then let's sit back. You might feel tighter on one side than the other. Add that padding under your knee if you need it. And then let's slowly come back up. Shift your weight just a little bit for those taps, those lifts. And then let's get ready to come in. Readjust your padding if you need to for those fire hydrant lifts. Remember, widen the stance in those hands and distribute the weight out between your arms, between your hands. Ooh, really feeling this burn. I'm feeling it right here. Do a little meat tenderizing right there if you need it. And then let's get ready, and we're just gonna lift, lift, lift. Come on, just lift this up. Put little pulses, pulse, pulse, lift, lift, lift. Good job, keep going. Woo, let's lower it down. Good job, everybody. I think I did the same thing on both sides. Let's just go back into extended child's pose for a moment and slowly come up. Let's turn around and come into a sit position on our mat, if you can. Okay, so let's just sit up nice and tall and then extend one leg out, bend the other one in. And let's just gently make a C curve and roll down. This protects your back. Once we're here, let's pull both legs in towards our chest. Give yourself a little hug. Roll this in, massage your low back and sacrum. A few little circles. Then let's go the other way. A few little circles. And then let's come back to the center. Let's extend those legs up to the sky for a moment and just point and flex, point and flex. And then let's inhale our arms up behind our head and exhale down. Let's bend these legs back down, and let's just do a reverse crunch. So we're crunching up and coming back down. So try to lift, keep your elbows out wide. Just a little tap. A few more. Then we're going to do a twist. So you can either do them like this, or you can do them with your legs out. So we're going to do them like this. These are a little more challenging, but if this is too much, go back to the other way. So we're just twisting side to side, bringing your elbow to your knees. If it's too hard to have your legs down here, you can have them up higher here. All kinds of options. The lower they go, the more challenging it is. And let's come back to the center for a moment. Let's extend our legs out and then scoop our hands back in. So extend them out and then come back in. Now if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can tuck your chin to your chest and lift up. Great job. Pull this in, tuck everything in, and then slowly lower down. Let's lower those legs down. Let's drop our legs, hips to one side. Readjust. Your shoulder blades are on the mat. Fingertips out behind your head, and lift straight up. You can do abs almost every day. Incorporate this into your workout. Work in that core. And let's lower down, let's switch sides. Hips to the side and lift straight up. Good job. And then let's slowly come back to the center. And let's inhale our arms up over our head. Reaching up behind you, and then exhale down. Let's do that again. Inhale up over your head. Exhale down, then reach down, try to touch your heels, and then let's just have our hands flat, knees out, shoulder width apart, and then one vertebra at a time. Tuck your everything under and just slowly lift up. Just lift up here, going into a nice little bridge, just lifting up and breathing here. You can clasp your hands underneath if you want and lift up a little bit more. And then let's slowly lower down. As we lower down, we're just going to robot arms our hands up. And then we're just going to lift back up. So let's just practice. When you do this, really be mindful of trying to lower your spine down one vertebrae at a time and lift up. That's why we're going slow. So I'm thinking about my thoracic spine and all those spinal processes dropping down, and then my lumbar spine, and then all the way down to my sacrum. So curling everything up, lifting up, 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 up. And then, we could go up, 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 up. And then slowly thoracic spine and lower. Really try to work that spine. It's helping you become much more mindful of your body as you really think about what's getting placed onto that mat. Okay, and let's just make a few little C curves and then curl that back in and press that back out. So I'm arching here, and then I'm rolling and squeezing everything back in, and then rolling out and arching, squeezing everything back in. Let's do that again. Great job. Now let's just release. Let's put our arms out to the side and just windshield wiper our legs side to side. Little windshield wiper. Now you can stay here if you want. You can just roll side to side. Remember, we're still in mountain one. We're in our warm up. A nice long warm up today. And then if you want to go bigger, you can with these legs. Should feel good. And then let's come back to the center. Let's have our legs here. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale your arms down. And we're just going to pull in like this. just rolling in, and then we're gonna roll all the way up. So in and all the way up, great, into a nice, beautiful sit position. Let's just turn around and come back onto all fours on our mat. Let's lift up back into down dog. So lift up into down dog. Oh, this feels good. And let's just shift our weight and wrap one arm around and then come back into this beautiful one arm down dog. And then release this hand down and switch sides. Wrap this arm around. Come back down. And then let's release down. Let's get ready to just shift your weight forward, coming into a plank. So let's come all the way into a plank. Shift your weight a little bit forward, and let's just hold here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop to your knees.